on title. Is this better? Like, at least now you can hear me, right? I have no idea if anyone is here even. I should probably... Yo, Brownie boys! So fast, dude. Welcome. I haven't streamed in like ages, so let me know if the volume is good or anything. Like, because I formatted my computer, so I have to set everything up again. So just give me a moment. I'm gonna close the window though, because it's like a bunch of cars outside. As long as it sounds the same as before, which I can't even remember how it sounded, but okay, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do window capture. I'm gonna add something to the screen. We don't want to delete this. We can delete this. We can also go here. And then we're gonna do YouTube, and we're gonna put on some music because we need some vibes, lo-fi, royalty free. I'm good, Brownie. Thank you. Thank you for asking. How about you, man? I don't know. Like I've been saying in my video, I've been feeling a little bit weird. I don't really know how to put it into words though. Oh, let's see. We can't find a mix here. Do this one. But yeah, summer is my favorite time of year though, so can't really complain too much apart from the weird vibes. Okay, I think the music might be a little bit loud, so I'm gonna decrease it. Oh yeah, because you're in Australia, no, Brownie? Let me know about the music. How do I even... Can I like get a link to this? Yo, Brownie, could you copy a link of the stream and just put it in the description? Unless you're on phone though, maybe it's like difficult for you. Window capture. And we're gonna do Rome. Then I'm gonna try and find this one, I guess. And we put these ones here. Height, man, height. I'll see if I can do it. Live. Just chilling. Here we go. How do I even go into it though? Sometimes I feel like such a boomer. I swear to God. Just chilling. Here we go. And then we're gonna put it... Where are we gonna put it? I'm gonna put it in the Discord, I think. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 bang. Just vibing. We're just vibing for a little bit. I really have like... This was completely spontaneous, by the way. It was pretty much just TJ like DM'd me, when are you gonna stream? I was like, might as well just do it. Since I'm gonna do these anyways, and I'm gonna try and get them on a t-shirt. But this one looks horrible. It looks so bad. I am kind of vibing with just the logo though. And I do think we should make one where it's basically just the logo, because I feel like every clothing brand-ish just has like a staple, right? They just have like a staple one. So that's the plan. You know? Can I add some stuff here? I cannot. Anyways, this one we're gonna just get rid of for sure. What just happened? What happens if I add this again? This is so funny. Like, if I add a back this sign, the price goes up to 58 bucks. But I think that's a bug, dude. Like, that must be a bug. Like, for sure. There's no way. There's no way. It's like more expensive than the hoodie, dude. Doesn't make any sense. We could test out some Roblox games, though. You think so? You mean without the back design, Brownie? With just the logo? Because I'm kind of messing with just the logo. I'll be honest. Maybe we should put a little bit more to the left. What do you think? Maybe it's good, actually. I don't know. I like it. Something I would wear. Did you see the other ones though, Brownie? Because we have we have these three, right? People in Discord really like this one, but I think we have to tweak it a little bit. Like the air is a little bit big, so I'm gonna try and make it a little bit smaller. And then we also have this one, and then I have like this whole paragraph here. And then I personally really dig this one though. I really like this one. I think this one is cool, and this one would be embroidered. And I've taken this. This is basically the smiley from the logo, or well, from the logo ish, like the whole word mark that we have. Where did it go? Here. It's basically just this one, which I think is kind of cool. And here you can see the inspiration I'm taking because I am not a designer, so I basically just have to find something that works, and then we just remake it into like our, like the values we want to represent, right, as a community. But yeah, I don't know why this one was so liked in the Discord though, because I think this one is like the worst out of these two. Personally, I would wear this one though. We're gonna try and make this one right now. That's what I'm thinking, like a mock-up after we add this one. Wait, what is this? I don't want to add it. What is happening? No, back. I just want mock-ups, dude. Save as template. That's what I want to do. Do you usually wear black, Brownie, or lighter colors? It just depends on what is clean. Smile. We add this one. I try not to wear too much dark colors. There's this thing in okay, we're not gonna. Well, this looks great, no? Maybe we should just make one like this. Wait, can I like rotate it? Great. I'm kind of messing with this. What happens if we make it like super big? Yeah, that's not good. By the way, do you play any video games, Ronnie? Maybe we put it here, no? Ooh. Embroidery. Yes, continue. Da, 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 da. I think out of the three, this is my favorite. The one we're making now. I might just leave it. This is way too small though. I think this is good. I think that's decent. No? I think that's pretty decent. Maybe we put it like here. Yeah, I downloaded Roblox because I thought I was gonna try it, but I haven't really gotten the time to. You'd probably find a game there. It would be cool though. Like I used to have a Minecraft version. But I'm not sure if that's valid anymore because they gave me like an email and they were like, oh, if you don't like migrate it into like some kind of account, you might lose it or something. I don't know. Because I think Minecraft would be a pretty chill game to play. This is a little bit high, no? I feel like maybe we remove this smile at the top here. Because this is too many smiles. Does that make sense? I feel like this doesn't vibe like it. I think if we like remove this one, it would look cleaner. And it starts here at the shoulder. No? Wait, mock-ups. Yeah, something about that, I think. Because I bought like the very, very early version. Yeah, for sure we're getting rid of this smile at the top here. Let me see here. Yo, Abdul, how you doing, man? I think we get rid of this one because it's definitely like too high. Can you guys see where I got this idea from? I definitely didn't like 100% like copy this one that I found over there, right there. But I'm not a designer, and they say that like good artists copy, great artists steal. That's like a saying. Where is it though? Here. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this one. We just delete that one and then we just export this one again. Comments, clothing brand. I'm gonna put it in here. We're gonna do smile. And we're gonna do this one. We don't like this one, so we just replace it. Easy peasy. And then we do this. Oh. we just get rid of this one, upload a new one. We also want to delete it from here. Delete. Upload. Yeah, this is better, no? Should we remove even one more? How tall up does it go on this guy that we're like... But this is the limit for our design because we can't go this low. We can only go as low as to here. But I don't know though, it doesn't look bad. No worries, TJ. We're just chilling. Chill vibes. I was talking about with Brownie with Minecraft though. I was thinking Minecraft would be a very, very chill game to play on stream basically. I'm kind of fucking with this. I probably shouldn't use the F word. Kind of like this. This mockup is like, this guy's fit AF. Yeah, the way I was thinking was like more like a stream game though. Like I think Minecraft would be a good stream game, so I don't really care about a server right now. Maybe when we get bigger. But can you move the 3 entire design down by like 2 inch? Wait, what? Oh, the entire design? I wait. Well, I guess if we wanted to play with people, I guess we would do one of those like public servers, no? Where everyone just meets up at a public server. If we wanted to do like, if we wanted to do a stream event or something. But apart from that, I don't really think people would play together. Unless they like set up something within themselves. Maybe when we're like, yeah. Maybe when we're like big enough, we could like set up a server where everyone could meet and stuff. But I think a server costs money, no? Design. I can't really put it any lower though, Abdul, because this is the printing area. But I agree with you though. I wish like the printing area was down to here. If that makes sense. But we could do this though. What do people think about this? I feel like you're right, Abdul, that like it should be lower. I think this is good. No? We could also just cut the last smile. That's not good. That doesn't look that good. We do it like this, I think. Save template. Download mockups. I want to look at the mockups. I want to see how it looks like when it's like worn by the computer. I am sorry, but this is a very, very bad mockup. This doesn't look that good. This t-shirt is very tight. I think this guy is like wearing a size too small, no? Or am I tripping? Like, I feel like this guy has way too tight of a size compared to, because here the t-shirt looks pretty good. I wish I could watch these in like full screen. I guess we have to download them first to see. Yeah, everything is good. It might be something with the audio settings or something. Or maybe I'm like tired. I do feel a little bit like I'm catching a cold though, if that's what you mean. It's very interesting though, because people always comment about how different my voice can sound from day to day, if that makes sense. And I'm not really doing anything, so I don't really, because I'm not changing the settings or anything, so I just wonder if my voice is very, very mood dependent, if that makes sense. It might be, but it's also just so different compared to like whether I'm like far away from the mic, I think, or if I'm like really, really close to it. So I don't know, man. But I worked out though, Abdul. Here, yesterday I had a really, really good one. Actually, I started working out this week, so I've done pull and I've done push. I just need to. I'm like backlogged on the long form videos. I think we have like. Let me check here. I think we're like backlogged by like 4 or 5 workouts because I just haven't edited them yet. I would like to catch up on that though at some point. Let me just check here. Finished. GoPro. Because the last one we did was the 12th of June. The 12th, yes. And then we have 1 push, 1 pull, 1 push, 1 pull, 1 push. Yeah, we're backlogged by 4. They're not really getting any traction though, but I just think, I don't know why, but I think it would be super cool if I could continue making the videos. Like if I film every workout, like right now it's boring as AF because we're basically doing the same thing every time, right? But I think once you've done it for like 100, once we've hit like 100 workouts or maybe like 200 workouts, it will be very cool to go back to like the first ones and whether see if there's any like progress or anything, if that makes sense. At least I think so. I guess it would be cooler if I went to the gym though, or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking also. Yeah, so we're downloading these to check it. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing that like the consistency is like super good. I'm not sure if you record yourself, Abdul, because I also have some. I'm also recording myself trying to do the. Would you rather stop making content or stop working out? Like, you mean if I had to choose, TJ? Like some magical fairy came up to me and told me like, you can only do this or that for the rest of your life? Is it that kind of scenario? Well, I mean, can I make workout content, or is that like not allowed either? Like even if I choose the content, I'm not allowed to work out. Like I can create any kind of content. I can never work out again. That's kind of messed up though. Because I mean, right now, I would say that like all the content I do is basically working out. Does that make sense? because it's kind of low key. Because no matter what I do, because bicycling would be considered working out, right? The running would be considered working out. Walking, I mean, if you do it to the extent, walking will be a workout in itself also. So I would only be able to make like really, I don't know what kind of content I would make. You would be allowed to walk, then I would continue doing I think I would continue doing the content. At least as I'm feeling right now, I feel like I can never stop creating walking videos, if that makes sense. I don't know why. And I don't even want to. It's not like I feel like I have to. It's like I wouldn't want to stop it because we've gone on for so long. Like, wouldn't it be cool to be like, oh, day 1000, walking one step for every new follower? Hopefully we hit the Eiffel Tower before 1000 though, because then we could start a new series. Basically, things are definitely slowing down now though. But I feel like ever since we started, the content has been fluctuating so much, if that makes sense. Projects, it always goes up and down. And I mean, if we're gonna look at the spreadsheet here later, I'm just gonna save these mock-ups so we can look at them. T-shirt, smile, I'm just gonna save these here. Extract here. Let's see if I can't add. I'm gonna add a window capture here. Give me a second. Now it's way too low though. I think actually it should have been up where it was, Abdul. I'm gonna be honest here. Photos. Is it this one? I think it's this one, yeah. Now it's like way too low. It definitely needs to be like at least up here, I think. Wait, can't I like look at all of them? Oh, that's kind of lame. Okay, wait. Okay, so I'm not streaming this one. I'm gonna try and how do I do this? We do this one, I think. Okay. Yes, because now we can look at all of them. I like the front part though. But this one definitely needs to go higher up. I'm kind of digging this one though. I'm gonna be honest. This is something I think I would wear myself. Actually. Okay, let's look at the spreadsheet here. Daily walking. So basically, these are the steps taken. And I mean, when we started, it was like 16, blah, 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 blah. I wonder what happened here actually on day 5. TikTok, I guess. But it always goes like, and then you have a little period of a lot of steps, and then it dies down, no steps, period of a lot of steps. This period was crazy though. Like from here to here, I feel like we had almost a whole month. Almost a whole month. Actually, it just continues actually. To like down here. How many days is this? 43. This is like 1.5 months basically, I feel like. And then we also have this though. But right now we're starting to, I don't know. It's just because we had a 14-day and a 24-day. I don't know. I wonder what the pays we're at now though is. I'm gonna ask AI. Even though I had a commenter say like, oh, you shouldn't use AI so much because it like pollutes. All right, how about, would you rather get rid of all types of cat or all types of dogs? Yo, TJ, can't do this. I love dogs and I love cats. I would get rid of all types of humans if I could choose. I'm doing 1 step for every new follower. And currently our pace looks like this. Yo, what's up, Nasuti? Wait. I need to add how many steps there is. New follow, 1 step for every new follower until we walk the distance to the Eiffel Tower, which is 1.68000 steps. How long would we use with this pace? It'll be cool to draw a graph of all steps. I gotta head out for now. Alright, TJ. Thanks for stepping by, dude. Let's see. What does it say? If you average 3,000 steps a day instead, you'd reach your goal in about 520 days, dude. November 2026. It would take us like a year, dude. I'll be honest though. When I started making these, I thought it would go super fast because I don't know why. In my mind, I was like, we have 3 platforms, right? And I've also seen other people, like I saw Seb draw, right, and stuff. So my perception of it was that when you do content like this, you'll probably just like, you'll probably get like a really huge following, right? And I thought that was gonna happen on every platform. Hi, TJ. I don't really have Minecraft, so that's probably not happening today. I'm gonna check that when we end the stream. But see you, dude. What was I wanted to say? Yeah, so I thought that was gonna happen on like every platform. So I thought we were gonna get so many steps that I wouldn't be able to keep up, you know, because I thought people would want to be like, let's mess him up, right? But I guess there's a difference because walking isn't really that impressive while drawing is. I don't know if people know Seb draw things though. But yeah, he also does these cool ones though. I wonder if he has an editor though, or if he edits himself. But yeah, this is if we average 3,000 steps though a day, which we don't. But if we keep doing the events like every 10th day, because sometimes the events go crazy, we might actually hit it before. I think usually when we have an event, we're like catching up. I feel like 10K. Okay. Well, it's not about the end destination, it's about the journey. And so far, the journey has been very interesting. Which is the most important part. I do want to make other types of content also though, but I don't know. Just haven't really been creatively inspired, but I feel like the universe has just been a little bit off lately. There was a really good comment on YouTube. Boy, like someone what did they comment? They said something about the world just feels incredibly energyless right now, and I was like, that hits the nail on the head, man. That's definitely how I've been feeling the last couple of days. It's gonna be interesting. I wonder how things are gonna go when I start this seasonal work, though. I'm very interested. It's not really a very premium job. I've never been a cleaner before, but it's like cleaning houses. Summer houses, though. It's like vacation houses. It's gonna be interesting to see. I think it could be pretty chill, though. Let's see if we can find some more inspiration here. How long have I been live? 30 minutes. We can go another 15, I think. T-shirt design. Yell out if you see anything you think looks like great. We could do this one with a foot. I don't think it's gonna look look as good. There isn't really that much, I feel like. It's so interesting for me that I'm doing this designs and stuff also, because on a daily basis I'm usually like the most minimalist person ever. When it comes to clothes, I usually just like, which is why I'm kind of messing with this little smiley. Where is it? This one. But I would probably make a version that is, if I do this, I would probably make a version that is only this, if that makes sense. Like this, and then maybe put a little label. I would probably put like some kind of like label here. I don't think I have my handwritten font anymore, unluckily. Oh wait, actually you could just put like, this one. Like super small though, like up here. Even smaller, I think. I would probably just do something like this. I'm kind of digging this, actually. What if we do minimalist? Minimalistic t-shirt design. I feel the same, Abdul. I feel like most of them are just oh, I kind of like this, but we can't really do this. I don't like the text though. I would make this one. I would just remove the text and only use the image. I like this image. It's a good image. I was thinking though, if we ever get like, because I really like to do street photography, right? And I was thinking if we ever actually get to the point where we're actually getting to cool destinations and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about two ideas I have. I'm gonna make it a whole sheet here on this one. Because I just love to draw. So I have two ideas. The first one is when we physically walk, I get like a I wouldn't get a digital camera because then I would have to like charge it all the time, right? But a film camera is what I'm thinking. And then you just load up the backpack with like a bunch of film. And then as we go on the journey and as I document it, I would of course just take a bunch of images. Wait. Where did these things go? Do I have Unsplash here? I do not have Unsplash. Anyways, I would take a bunch of photos and then when we're done with the journey, we would develop them, right? And then as a community, we would all go through all of the images. And it doesn't even matter because if you think about it here, wait, vintage film photography. Let's do hike because it would be it would be a hike, right? And then like from the key points of me documenting the journey, we could choose out like some kind of like cool, like this one looks sick, no? I think this one looks kind of cool. And you could just put this basically. No? I don't know if I'm like tripping though. Actually, this looks kind of shit. Why doesn't this look as good as I thought it would look? Why does this one look so good? Maybe we need to do black and white. Wait. Black and white film photography hike. Wait, you like that? This doesn't look good though. Do you think this looks good? Or do you mean you like the idea, Abdul? Because then you could do like a drop and then maybe we would add text though. And it could be a special like milestone driven thing. Yeah, which is what I was thinking also ish. That we make them like. Also, I'm kind of messing because photography in itself I think is very cool. Because I could basically take pictures of all the things and we just choose like if we find one cool flower on the walk or something. Wait. Can I just get this here? And imagine we put this. Like I'm messing with this, dude. I would love to just have like a... I actually had an idea for a t-shirt design because in one of my videos during spring, one of my first like walks, I pick up I think it's like an apple flower, and I have an idea of doing an embroidery of that flower, if that makes sense, which would be ish the same, you know. But I really like the idea. I just don't know how to properly make it look good. And also we have to get there though. But I mean, I feel like eventually that is the way it's gonna go. I don't know why. Like, considering the fact that some people would probably say that like 150 days is like a long time. But I feel like that's a pretty short time in the span of like a lifetime, if that makes sense. And I feel like our community is growing to become such a beautiful little niche place in the internet, if that makes sense. At least me sitting here with you guys now, I'm feeling like we're really chilling and connecting in a way, if that makes sense. And I don't know, even though it's not like huge by any standards of social media, I do feel like we are somehow creating something that is pretty nice here though. And I don't know why, but I have absolutely zero doubts that we would eventually get somewhere, like to a scale where things would be more like, what is that I'm trying to say here? To a scale where things would be more possible, if that makes sense. Because I always say that like we shouldn't look at the stats and stuff as like only viewers, like no as only numbers, right? We should see them as people, which is what I'm trying to do. Dude, I kind of sometimes forget you're a creator, which is exactly what I want, Abdul, right? Because I don't want to be a creator, because I feel like once you become a, I don't know, like a quote unquote influencer, if that makes sense, it's too much focus on all of it. But the thing is that I do see the benefits of the numbers. Am I making any sense right now or no? Because numbers do unlock opportunities is what I'm trying to say. So we could go on cooler adventures and maybe do cooler things and maybe do better things as well, which I always try to like tell people. But yeah, and the possibilities are basically like endless also, in a way, is what I'm feeling also. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. But I also do believe that like eventually we will get there. Also, I don't know why. I just don't really have any doubts. Trying to find something. Because I think it would be easier to make the designs with black and white. Like, I'm kind of messing with this, but I definitely wouldn't hike up a snowy mountain though. But like easy, dude. See? Huge back design of like a very nice film photography photo from the journey. Don't even need text or anything. I think black and white would be the way to go though. Oh, wait, you could do like collages though. Nice way of improving stuff. Abdul, is your E button broken? No, dude, what? You said one here. I just don't get why you're doing threes. Threes as E's. Nice way of improving stuff is to improve one thing, no matter how little, but improve one thing a day. You mean in the content? I'm trying to do that, but I have no idea how to. If that makes sense. I don't really know how to like improve it. Like I think maybe that's why I'm feel like I'm creatively like a little bit bankrupt, because I don't know how to I don't know how to change it. But I do feel like I shouldn't, like I like the format we have for the walking. The thing is that I'm thinking the next step is to pivot into other kinds of content, because mostly our fan base is short form, if that makes sense. And on short form, you can't really over create things. Right now, I'm limiting myself to 1 a day because I've been afraid of spamming people. But I noticed that on short form, it doesn't really matter though, if that makes sense. Like, I could probably output 5 videos in a day, and the people who would be interested in the other kinds of videos I'm making would get them by the algorithm, and the other people, they just wouldn't see it. I mean, there are even people now who are not seeing the videos we are making, right? Like the daily videos, because the algorithm just doesn't give it to them. And I've seen a lot of people basically saying that, like, oh, I'm so happy like the algorithm finally gives me the videos again. Because some people even want to watch them, but they're just not because of the algorithm. Which is a little bit a sad thing with doing short form also, which is why at some point I do want to like maybe make more long form also. But this is also one of the things, if we ever grew, the team could grow as well, and I could probably hire people to help me. But right now I can't really get anyone to help because we're not making any money, right? But it all is what it is. I am chilling, and I feel like how things are going is pretty good. And I'm starting the job on Saturday, so maybe then we'll find someone to edit. I'm gonna see. But yes, I'm messing with this idea. This is like a way down the line though kind of idea for these. Maybe even a photo book, dude. I don't know if anyone buys photo books though. I would like a photo book. Imagine just having a book that just contains all of the... Actually, Abdul, I was thinking of... it's a great thing that you mentioned that, because I was thinking... You know, the long forms I'm making now, they're not getting any traction, right? But I think within these, I would like to assume that maybe I say something that is of interest or value, if that makes sense. I was chatting with someone on our Discord. Because I know a lot of people do clipping, right? And I could just clip these longer form ones. But I decided to just create this stream of consciousness. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Oh, like this one. Wait. Like this part right here, and it, again, blah blah blah. So the very concept of trying. There you go. Done. Like this part, if I just took this little part, like of me talking, and I just layer it on the top of a lot of the clips of me working out, maybe. You know where I'm going with this? Yeah, I actually never got about watching that video, but he also does that, huh? Because I think that would just... But the thing is that then I would have to look through all the videos. But I think if I get into the habit of just noting down when I'm already editing the long form videos, and I just note myself that, oh, actually this one would fit, and this one would fit, and this little clip would fit, you know? I think that's definitely something I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put that on a to-do list, and I'm gonna look through it before account uploading the long form. He would upload clips of the long form as shorts before actually uploading the long form. Oh, that's actually really, really good also. But he's riding a bike though, which is way more interesting than working out in your backyard. Like I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think these long form videos are ever like the ones I'm creating now, at least. I don't think they're ever gonna like find traction because because let's be honest here, I'm also doing the same exercises because that's basically what working out is. You know, it's just doing the same grueling thing every day. You know? 21 minutes.
Anyway, today is
with a sock, dude. I'm so happy I don't have the sock anymore though.
push day, so you're gonna start off warm up with the band.
I look so silly, dude.
Like the vibe. I kind of wanna go for.
Hey, it's very cool though. Like the old version of me would never upload something like this because I have the internal chatter just going through my mind that like someone is gonna make fun of this in a way. But actually the worst thing that happens is that just nobody watches. Like there's a higher chance that like just nobody watches, and the few people who do watch it they are usually supportive. So usually the internal dialogue that you have that is like, oh, people are gonna make fun of me, it's just usually never ever valid, if that makes sense, because that never happens. Alright, Brownie, thank you so much for sticking around, dude. The stream is gonna end now soon anyways, so it's all good. Hope you have a good one, dude. But yes, I think that is the next level, Abdul, for sure. That we just have to clip. I was thinking of maybe asking in a video if anyone like if you ever see anything that is interesting in the long form, just let me know, and I would use those parts that people tell me. I had this other idea also that like, but I don't make money from YouTube or any of them. But the point was, if other people clip my content and they give it to me, I upload it, and I would pay them the revenue that piece of content generates, if that makes sense. But right now that would be zero because I'm not generating anything. Huh? You know, but I feel like that could also be a really cool community thing. But yeah, a lot of balls in the air, but I think I'm gonna call it here. I feel like a montage of the reps for sure, Abdul. That's exactly what I'm thinking also, that we just take
Told me that, like, oh,
that we just take every time I do an exercise of something. But this is also the thing, because I feel like even though these aren't getting traction, I am basically I'm saving up a library of clips here, because once we've done 100 workouts, like when I hit 100 pull workouts, just taking like one clip of me doing one chin up from every day and just featuring them, like clipping super fast, is like super cool, even though it's just in the backyard. To see someone do something consistently every day, that is. I actually wrote a whole piece of this that I was gonna post on Threads actually. Wait. Where is it? Just give me a second here. I love to write when the creativity hits other types. I wrote this basically. Consistency is something most people strive for. Actually, we can just... Consistency is something most people strive for. It seems to be a cornerstone of all great things. But in reality, it's so boring. An example of this is how I started documenting my workouts, and well, let's say they ain't hitting a lot of traction, which makes sense because they're boring. I do the same push and pull routine day in and day out, nothing really changes. And it's not that impressive. But I believe that the early days isn't what matters. The impressive thing is not doing the action once. The impressive part is when you show up day after day, once you've done it 100 times, 1,000 times. That's when it gets impressive. But we lost track of that in today's fast-paced world. We only see the highlight reels of everyone. The one video that blew up, ignoring the time they might have used to get there. The impressive physique someone has without knowing how long or what kind of discipline it took. The one business that takes off when they might have failed 20 before. Which in turn makes us demotivated and sad when we attempt things and don't see immediate results. So I'd say just stick with something for a bit longer and give it time to compound. Because that's where I feel like cool stuff is, you know? But I never posted this though because of my internal dialogue, but we should probably put it out at some point. But anyways, I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate the people who stepped by, that they were stepping by. I have a lot of things in my head. We just need to get it out there. Because as long as it stays in the head, nobody's gonna see it and we're not gonna see if it works. Right? So we just gotta do the work and ship it. I hope you all have a great day. I appreciate you, and I'll see you when I see you.